I'm getting ready to read the next chapter from the Dino Files. It's not a dinosaur, and it's called A Seasick Peanut, Chapter 7. Bart drives the boat up and down the river for another hour. There's no sign of the Nothosaurus. Why are you worried about finding my river dinosaur if you already have a land dinosaur? Bart asked. For science, I answered. We want to know what prehistoric creatures are still around. And Uncle Brian wants to prove that he really saw a river dinosaur when he was a boy. Sam adds. I don't think we're going to prove anything today, Bart says. It's time we turn this boat around. The ride back is quiet until Peanut suddenly gets excited. He jumps onto the edge of the boat and looks into the water below. He whines and making clicking noise in his throat. I've heard him do this before. I stare out the water, hoping to see what Peanut senses. Is he okay? Bart asks. Maybe he's seasick, Sam says. Peanut growls. It's the loudest sound he's ever made. I reach for him, but before I can grab him, the boat flips over. For a split second, I'm flying through the air. Then I'm in the river. Water gets in my nose and mouth, and I kick to get to the surface. I take a gulp of air. Everyone okay? Dad yells. We're all in the river. We bob up and down thanks to the life jacket. Peanut, I yelled, where are you? He doesn't have a life jacket, and he's only ever been swimming in a baby pool where he can touch the bottom. There he is, Sam yells. Peanut is crawling out of the water and onto the banks. He must be a good swimmer to have gotten all the way across by himself. What happened? I asked. The monster catcher is floating upside down. The river carries it away. We must have hit something, Dad says. He swims toward me and Sam's. Or something hit us, Bart says. I've been giving tours for 10 years, and this has never happened. Do you think the Nothosaurus flipped the boat? Sam asks. It's the only thing that makes sense, Bart says. Now I better get my boat before it floats to Montana. Bart swims away. Sam, Dad, and I dog paddle toward the shore. Peanut is waiting for us in the tall grass. Dad, do you think it was the Nothosaurus? I asked. It would take a big animal to. Whoa, Sam screams. Something bumped my leg. You're just trying to scare us, I say. At least that's what I hope she's doing. But then something brushes my leg, too. The water is too cloudy and brown to see what it is. There's something in the water, he yelled. Probably just a fish, Dad says. We all swim faster. Peanut is running back and forth on the riverbank. He whines and makes the clicking sound in his throat. He did the same thing when we discovered a velociraptor a few weeks ago. Either he can sense other prehistoric animals or he's calling to them. I wish he'd be quiet till we get out of the river. If it's a Nothosaurus, it doesn't eat people, I say. It eats fish. Of course, there weren't people when the Notho was the first on the planet. Maybe now it does eat humans. Just keep swimming, Dad says. He gives me a little push. Finally, my feet touch bottom and I rush out of the river. Sam and Dad are right behind me. We turn around. Bart pulls his boat toward the shore. I better help him, Dad says. I pick up a wet peanut. We stare at the river. I want to see whatever flipped the boat and tickled my leg. Now that I'm safe on land, look, Sam yells, but it's not a Nothosaurus. She's pointing to. It's her plastic microphone. She splashes into the water to grab it. I just shake my head. Sam smiles as she gets out of the river for a second time. This is Sam McCarthy reporting from the river where I was almost eaten alive by a Nothosaurus, a prehistoric shark dinosaur. She touched the invisible camera that she thinks phones are everywhere. A Nothosaurus is not a shark or a dinosaur, I say also to the invisible camera. Well, whatever it is, we're going to find it, Sam says. Chapter 8 is called Fishing for the Notho. We'll read that the next time. Hope you're enjoying. The Dino Files is not a dinosaur.